Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 6th of December. Now, first off guys, please consider subscribing if you are new here. Hit those like buttons and please comment down below. It takes me a day or two sometimes to get back to your comments because a lot of us here live on different sides of the world. So when you guys are going to bed, I'm getting up and vice versa. I am outside with my doggos. Thank you for all your kind wishes with Sprocket too, guys. He just had a session with my dog whisperer, Sandy. And he's starting to find his way around. He's working his way around the steps and he's, yes, bumping into a few things with his newfound blindness. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've got a blind dog. But he's doing really well. He's navigating the backyard. He's out here with me. And I've put a little bell on Sophie. I found a little Christmas bell, so he can hear where Sophie is. So it's good he's not falling over her as much. Firstly, a little bit of admin, guys. It's very hot here today. I thought I'd shoot outside before it gets any hotter. It's going to be in the 30s, which is very hot here. I'm very lucky. I live in a dry climate. It's not humid, so you tend not to sweat a lot. It's actually a lot more comfortable. I used to live in Brisbane up in Queensland, and I know Jen and a few of you live in Queensland. It gets very humid up there and sticky, and you do sweat a lot up there. So it's not so bad. 30 degrees here isn't so bad, and there's a little breeze today. I'm going to give you a little look at Sprocky. He's under the hedge. There he is. Sprocket. Sprocky. So he's having a little rest. And Sophie's under the table here with me. So she's had a walk with my daughter this morning, so she's worn out, which is good. Hopefully, fingers, she doesn't bark. That's the key. Walk her before shooting a video. Guys, look, I have to apologise. When I do shoot videos and channel, sometimes I do yawn a lot. It's just a releasing. It's like when I tell you, Sandy's taught me that when you put a dog on a lead and they yawn or they shake, that's them bringing themselves down. So it's like a release. Well, that's what happens with me when I channel and when I'm doing my videos. I yawn a lot. It's even talking about it because it's a release. It's a release of energy. So that's why I yawn a lot. I know some people ask me that sometimes. I just can't help it. Some days I do, some days I don't. Every day is different. I am sleeping really well, though, on the valerian root tea still. I know you guys are having problems with your aches, pains, and ailments. I'm off to my chiropractor again on Friday. He lives down the coast. Hopefully he can work on my neck and my back and a few things. And who knows? It's just an ongoing project, aren't we, guys? We're like this... I don't even know what we are. Anyway, let's get on with the admin, shall we? on that note. Now, first off, guys, yes, the continuing saga of the asylum seekers. I've been telling you how the government here, yes, I don't know where the asylum seekers were released from, whether it was different detention centres around Australia. These are the illegal immigrants. Well, they released about 140 and then 2 got arrested. Remember I was telling you? Well, there's been another 2 arrested. So altogether we've got 4 arrested. One was a pedophile. One was arrested yesterday for grooming a child. You know, just as predicted, all the things are happening that we said probably would if you're going to release violent criminals that have raped child molesters, blah, blah, blah. And we question what really is going on here. And now... the government has apparently rushed through detainee bills, but we don't know what's in them. See, what are these detainee bills about? Going to have to do some more research on this, guys. Obviously, there's something they're wanting to rush through around immigration, detainees, asylum seekers. We know this is a global issue moving forward, so we're all having troubles with this. So they rush through some bills. So when I find out what they are, I'll let you know, guys, because I'm sure it's coming to a country near you. The other thing is today in Melbourne we've got, and it might have been yesterday actually, or today, they're starting these large climate protesters. Yes, the climate protesters are starting to fight back. There's large marches happening in Melbourne. It's always Melbourne, Victoria, the most locked down city in the world. Everything seems to start down there. And on the news, the mainstream media, yes, they're calling it a rebellion. It's a rebellion against climate change. Well, they're fighting for climate change, saying it's a huge issue and we all need to do more and make a difference and all this kind of thing, you know. That is the people that fall for the narrative. But we, on this channel, we would pretty much be called the climate deniers. We would go into the category, the BS detectors, we would be classed as the climate deniers. That's the new IT term. I think Trudeau uses this term quite a bit, guys. The other thing they're talking about here is home loans, how home loans have sort of decreased, people borrowing money for home loans, which we know why, because the interest rates are like through the roof and no one could afford anything. And they're saying there's been a huge uptake on investment. People are investing and renting things out. And I think we all know here that that was always the plan for big companies, you know, example China, Vanguard, BlackRock, all the above, to start to invest. Oh, and we know who's a very good investor in farms, Bill Gates. So apparently investment is on the rise in Australia. No surprises there, is it, guys? Now don't forget, I think that's all I got for admin today. Yes, it is. Now don't forget, guys, I'm doing my picker cards today. Yesterday I did Renata Griskowiak. Oh, I can't say your last name, Renata. Forgive me for getting it wrong. And Tangerine Cottage. So please go check yours out. Today I will be doing Pia Forsberg and Upside Down Gardener. Yes. Gardener? Yes, that's it. Upside Down Gardener. That creates an interesting image in my mind, an Upside Down Gardener. What is an Upside Down Gardener? This is a question we ask. All right, I'm going to close my eyes, guys. We'll get straight into the reading and we'll see what comes up. Oh, they're showing me visuals of people wanting to manage their own money. People are wanting to manage their own money. It's showing me, rather than just shoving it all in the bank, I'm getting that people are wanting to manage their own money. They want to take charge of their own money. It's like they want to get paid their salary, their wages, whatever, and they want to be able to distribute it. They don't want it just shoved into the bank with all these fees and charges. See, people are working out now. The bank's the only one making any money out of anything here. People want to be able to separate their money into like categories, you know, shopping, bills, this, that. They don't want money going down the drain around the old, as we know here, which was always going to happen, FPOS machine fees and charges, and all the other charges that they have as well, just for, yes, having your money sitting in their bank, making money for the banks, as we know how, and the government, as we know how it all goes. So I'm getting people wanting to take charge of their own money now. They want to have more control of their dollar, and where their money's going, which you can understand. So I would say people are wanting to budget better. They're wanting to budget better. It's like they physically want that tangible cash and money. Well, we know they want it kept alive. This is what most people want. This is people waking up. We've wanted that since 4 years ago, or even more, when we knew all this crap was coming. But I'm getting now that people waking up, they're really wanting to do their own budgeting. They don't want the governments and the banks being in control of their money. And sadly, the frustrating part is a lot of us, well, we're all a bit guilty of it. We get our rates taken out. You know, we get things taken out willy-nilly. But, you know, of course, there's going to be fees and charges for even that sort of thing. If you're paying bills through the post office, there'll be extra charges added on, you know, because the post office will want to, you know, cover their costs. There's all these extra charges. Anyway, basically we knew that was coming, but now other people know that that's what's going on. Lots of people are making money out of this, and it's none of the little people, peasants and Lego people. They're just getting poorer and poorer. All right. And I'm getting now globally, people are really concerned about the cost of living. I feel like the cost of living is really driving people crazy now. It feels like it's just getting out of control, which it actually is, isn't it? We all know it's getting out of control. It's getting to the point where things are becoming extremely unaffordable. I told you the other day, they did the breakdown on TV about the mortgages. If someone had $1 million mortgage in Sydney, for example, or had a big home loan, these 13 interest rates have caused them to have another $30,000 on their home loan. So now their house, you know, they've got to find another $30,000 somewhere. Like, that's a lot of money. And this is a global issue. So people, I feel, are getting very overwhelmed Oh, they are. They're getting overwhelmed. They're getting frightened. They're getting scared. See, it's all right at the moment because everyone's looking forward to like Christmas, and it's all sort of fun times, and everyone's getting geared up for their holidays. You know, that's the vibe that we've got going on now, is the holiday vibe going on, and the Christmas. You know, getting together with people and having fun because we can. Because there was a few years there, if we all remember, that we actually couldn't get together with people. So I do feel like, as much as people are scared, it's not going to really start to have a big impact on people. I even think it'll be February. It'll be February because it'll be get through the back to school, get through all this stuff. And then, like I keep saying, all the bills start to come in after January. People will have to make payments on their cars and payments on their credit cards. And of course, not to forget, the interest rates will keep moving up through the roof. Like I keep saying, everything's going through the roof. Power, electricity, water, you name it. Oh, not to forget fuel as well. So this is what we're getting. More taxes on everything. I'm getting housing taxes, car taxes. We know there's EV taxes that keep going up. So there's going to be a lot happening, but I think it's come February is when people are really going to have their reality check. Not us. We know it's coming. If you're on my channel, this is all the people who are starting to see the lovely bigger picture now. It's showing me ooh, some of the images we get on this. It's showing me all these people that are waking up, right, who are now having to look at the truth. They can't deny it anymore. The truth's right in front of their face. It's showing me them in like an art gallery kind of museum thing, but mostly it's like an art gallery. And instead of looking at a beautiful, amazing painting or picture, they're just looking at this mush-mash picture that's just had paint thrown at it, almost like the Stop Oil protesters that throw the yellow paint and crap on everything and glue themselves to the wall with glue and all this sort of stuff. Well, that's the kind of gallery it's turning into now, with just like splotches of paint, and it's not making any sense. That's what I'm getting for the people waking up. The artwork ain't making any sense. And I think most people, when it comes to art, we know it can be a little abstract, but this is kind of getting to the point of ridiculous now, is what I'm getting. The people can't deny that none of this is making sense. It just is like a big abstract concept of a painting. Hang on a minute. It's like they're saying the artwork on the wall has no meaning. It's visually imperfect. And see what the guides are saying now. The people are seeing this painting on the wall at the gallery, the people waking up, as it's called the planned agenda. The planned agenda. But it's all over the place. It's got just paint all thrown at it. There's no pattern. There's no formation. It's just this chaotic paint picture. And it's called the planned agenda. The planned agenda is what it's called, in quotes, underneath, you know. Oh, and guess who it's by? Oh, yes, Cotton Schwab. It's got K. Schwab at the bottom. And it's got the little signature in the corner with this big fancy K. Schwab written in the corner in the paint. That's what I'm getting. People are realising now this is a planned agenda. Not us. We knew it was a planned agenda. I don't know how we knew. We just knew. So now other people are realising this ain't making any sense. All right. Yeah, this is what's coming next year. They're eliminating the meat from our diet. They're really wanting to eliminate meat. We know Bill Gates is wanting to eliminate meat from our diet. They want us to all be eating the bugs. So I feel like next year this is going to become a really big thing. They've already been planting seeds. You know, I grabbed that rubber bacon and the rubber schnitzel and things like this from my supermarket. But I think we could all look. There's a lot of plant-based foods that they're trying to substitute in for meat now. We don't even know the half of what's in our foods, do we really? I even look at the pet foods now with a bit of disgust, to be honest, because we don't know what toxins and that they're putting into our animals either. So that's what I'm getting. Next year, they'll really be working on the eliminating meat from everybody's diet. And I'm not seeing that going down so well, to be honest. My son, oh my God, he comes into the kitchen rather, and he's like, so what meat? I could cook all these beautiful homegrown veggies and amazing things. Last night I made these homegrown potatoes, for example, with melted butter, oil, and Parmesan cheese, and yet like make them all crispy and yummy and delicious, and garlic, and he'll look at that, but then he'll go, but what meat do we have? Like, this is a bit of a bloke thing. Women like it too, but I know a lot of people really look for their meat, so just not seeing it going down so well, to be honest. So they're going to really push this next year. We're going to hear a lot more about the vegan and vegetarian friendly options. They're going to be more in our faces. They're going to really push this, and somehow they're going to push that it's better for the environment. How's it better for the environment? I think it's better for Bill Gates' pocket. That's all I'm saying. It's better for his little plans and his rollout. I'm not saying how it's better for the environment. Oh, that's right, because they'll use the old cow farts and cow burps, won't they? Oh, God, remember that? That was idiotic. Remember Jabcinda? And she was going to tax all the farmers. Oh, Netherlands, just to name a few. I think it's even been happening in France, actually, with the current protesting that's going on with the farm trucks dumping stuff in France. Oh, got tea spilt everywhere, guys. All right, let's see what else we get. Getting Scotland. I got Scotland about a week ago. Scotland's standing up. They're very brave. They're a force to be reckoned with. The Scottish. I'm getting that. The Scots are getting in their power. I am getting that. They won't take this. They're not going to take it. I'm getting that song again. We're not going to take this. We're not going to take this. We're not going to take it anymore. That was the Canadian song. You guys in Ottawa apparently sang that. But I'm getting that for Scotland. So there's obviously something happening in Scotland that's causing the Scottish to rise right up in their power. Actually, I've been watching a show on Netflix called Shetland. I'm trying to work out if it's Scottish. I think it's Scottish. It doesn't sound Irish. Let me know if anyone watches that. I thought it was English because she stars in a lot of Ricky Gervais shows, the star of it. But I've got the feeling it's Scottish. I get a bit muddled up with all my accents. I know you guys don't if you're living over there, like in Wales and England and Scotland and Ireland and all that. I know you would think that's crazy. Well, I suppose there's no mistaking an Aussie accent, is there, guys? I don't even hear my Aussie accent. Sometimes I think, wow, people say it's the Aussie accent or something, and I go, I thought I just sounded like English. Well, I don't. I know I don't, but, you know. So I'm getting that for Scotland, getting back to. And I was saying that, how you guys all come together, all the clans, McTavish, Macintosh, Campbell, just all these names I'm getting, coming together. There will be no separation soon because people have to come together. They don't want the division. They have to come together in order to fight back against their government in Scotland. All right. Oh, I'm getting New Zealand. I'm getting a lot of weights in New Zealand. It's going to be a lot happening next year in New Zealand. I get pretty good vibes from this Chris Luxton. I haven't really, to be honest, had anything negative, have I, to say much about him. Moving forward next year, New Zealand, hang on. I feel like you're going to become a bit of a powerhouse over there with your government. I feel like your government's going to really stand up for the people and the human rights. I'm getting a little bit similar to that Pierre Poilievre in Canada for Chris Luxton. I feel like he's against a lot of these atrocities that are going on around the globe. I don't think it sits well with him. I don't think he likes it. I don't think he agrees with a lot of what these governments are doing to their countries. Be interesting to see. I'm not seeing all negative like we did with Jabcinda and Hippo. I feel like he wants to keep New Zealand on a straight and narrow path. He doesn't like the corruption that's going on around the world. He doesn't like it. It's not sitting well with him. He's a pretty honest kind of character, I think. He's a pretty honest bloke. A spade's a spade with him is what I'm getting. He's looking out for the people. That's what I'm getting. Oh, fingers crossed that's correct, guys. That would be nice for you in New Zealand to have a little break from all the stupid clown show nonsense. Oh, what would we talk about if everything was normal, guys? We'd have nothing to laugh at. Oh, but I do see that he's not too bad. So we'll come back to that, like I keep saying, in the new year. But so far, so good. All right. Oh, I'm getting now, and I won't talk much about it because we know we're not allowed to here on YouTube. I'm getting people are very reluctant to continue the picky wheel. People are getting very reluctant now. They don't feel that they need it. They feel like it's all done and dusted. The immortal CV virus should be behind them. Why is this continuing? See, a lot of questions. Why? That's what I'm getting. People, it's not making sense. It's not making sense. They don't want to continue it. They're exhausted. See, there's a thing called burnout. People are burned out from it. They're burnt out from it. I won't say what it is because we know it's immortal here on this channel, but they're burnt out from it. They don't want to hear about it anymore. They don't want to hear about, mask, mandates and things that you have to go along with and comply and do all the right things. Because basically, it meant diddly-do even back then over the last 4 years. So I feel like people are burnt out from this now. They don't want to hear about it. They just want to hear about getting on with life, moving forward, saying goodbye to their loved ones, being able to go into an old age home, blah, blah, blah. That's what people want. They don't want all of that shit, basically. They want to leave it behind. This is people waking up, not us. We've already left that behind ages ago. We weren't even in it, actually. But these other people now are like, no, I've had enough. Enough. I don't want to hear about it. To the point they're just completely ignoring it and switching off from it. It's good. That's good. All right, let's see if there's anything else and we'll pull some cards. Oh, yes, I see Harry's still on his privacy tour. Now he's in court again for something else. Like, what the hell? Harry is like loving all of this, isn't it? Oh, aren't they gonna lose? Aren't they taking the government to court because they need their protection if they're in the UK? I don't know. There's always something on their privacy tour. Yet again, still in the limelight. All right. So I did see that about Harry. Hang on a minute. That's because they were showing me pictures of sushi. It just made me think of it. God, I'm getting the UK and I'm getting condolences, but I'm getting like the UK. It's like England, London. It's all dying a slow death. The royals, I keep saying it, they're dying a slow death. They're trying everything to keep themselves on the importance and world stage, but unfortunately, it's still not working. People don't see them as the like Instagram influencers, and people don't want to keep following them anymore. I'm just getting it. I keep getting it. We saw Charles at the COP summit, like telling everybody else what to do, all the little people and peasants, how they should be living their lives moving forward to save the planet, climate change event and everything like this. But it's not going down well. People have had enough. I'm just seeing that slow death of the royals. Slow death of the royals. God, do we really need the royals? I don't think we need the royals' expenses that they're... Look at that with what you guys were telling me about with the taking of the deceased estates. If there's no will, they get the money poured into their estates to keep the electricity up, to pay all the gardeners, to pay all the cooks, the cleaners, the blah, 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 blah. We know how the maintenance crews. Imagine the cost. And that's not even the what do you call them? The guards at the front gates and all that stuff. Imagine the cost of all these. Oh, my lordy. Imagine adding up that payroll. Oh my goodness me. Anyway, I feel like, they're still dying a slow death. All right, poor old Chucky. He's working very hard at keeping them alive, isn't he? Oh, I'm getting in America, I'm getting people are going to make a stand in that coming days. Actually, guys, I had a little look at the Simpsons predictions the other day, because I always find that really funny. You know how the Simpsons apparently predict things? They reckon Ivanka Trump will, in their 2024 video, they said Ivanka Trump might run for president. I'd love that. I would love to see Ivanka Trump there. I love Trump. I think he's great. He's such an entertainer. Oh, man. Imagine if that happened. Simpson would nail it again. How's the Simpsons? They must be working with some sort of psychic or something, because they just nail everything. It's really bizarre. And there was even a lot in there about the AI robots taking over like the world and everything, which no surprises to us if that was to happen, if they start microchipping the military police and things like that. It's quite scary, isn't it, really, some of this stuff that's going on. We wouldn't even know the half of what's being experimented with out there. Oh, hey, I saw this thing the other day, guys. Oh, stop it. I nearly lost it. And they were talking to Fauci. Someone was interviewing Fauci, you know, one of our good mates, Fauci, that we all know and love. Not. And they were saying he's classed as a sex symbol now. Yep, Fauci. Yes, the Fauci. Dr. Anthony Fauci. Sex symbol? How's that go in the same sentence? Anyway, he was loving it. He was laughing, going, oh, I wouldn't put it that way. Oh, can you just imagine his big ego? Oh, my God. Who's shooting all this stuff and making this stuff? That had to be made up, honestly. God almighty. What's the world coming to? I don't even know. Anyway, I just had to mention it because it was pretty damn funny. We always like a good laugh on this channel, don't we, guys? Let me see if there's one more thing and then we'll pull some cards. Oh, I'm getting Hawaii and Maui again. And I'm getting that a lot of these... We know I keep saying there's like lawyers involved and things like this is becoming a big issue over there. People are really fighting back against their government in Hawaii. But I am feeling there's a lot of blame being laid on like volcano eruptions, volcano outbursts of fires. There's a lot of this, oh, the volcano, it's Mother Nature's kind of fault. There's a lot of this laying blame on Mother Nature for some reason, even though pretty unlikely it was Mother Nature. But I am feeling they're highlighting a lot of the volcanic activity. I don't know if there was volcanic activity anywhere near Maui, but I know on some of the other Hawaiian islands there is volcanic activity. I'm just getting this. I'm just getting a lot of the dangers are around volcanic activity. This is something that the government keeps focusing. It's like they're drawing people's eyes onto the volcanic activity. So there's nothing to see over here if everyone's looking over here at the volcanic activity. If we keep saying it enough, that'll shut people up and it'll get their mind off the telephone poles that fell over or they made out, fell over and the wiring started sparking the fire and all this crap, which is pretty unlikely. To have such an out-of-control fire the way it was, because I'm pretty sure a fire just sparking and starting like that could be put out pretty quickly, within a few minutes, I would think. So I'm just getting that. There's a lot of blame being laid on volcanic activity around any fire damage. And this could be other parts of Hawaii too. The government just keeps focusing on the volcanic activity and eruptions, and these things can cause, you know, spot fires for miles and miles away. I'm getting a lot of that sort of thing. It's just excuses. It's just dumbass excuses. And no one's going to buy it. No one's going to buy it. They're just going to go, that's just not real. That's not right. So we know there's more lies coming out around the Maui and Hawaiian fires. I'm just getting that. More lies and deception. All right, let's keep going. Getting Europe. We know Europe's in really big financial stress at the moment. Europe's it's kind of saying they're going to struggle to make a comeback from this. This is going to take time. It's going to be baby steps for Europe to rebuild its financial structures. See, Europe's being really torn down. I would say Europe financially is probably being hit the hardest. We're all being hit hard, but I'm really getting that Europe's being hit the hardest. because they want to knock the economy right down and they want to regrow the economy. But we know the way they want to grow the economy, their own way. They want to do it their way. This is the government leaders. I'm getting that song. We did it, I did it my way. Well, that's what I'm getting for the government leaders in Europe. They want to do it their way. So it's like they're taking everything down to ground zero and they want to, oh yes, we know what they want to do. They're rebuilding it back, but they want to build it back better. They want to rebuild everything. But this is finance and cost of living. I feel like Europe's being hit the hardest. It's a struggle. It's a real struggle. I'm getting struggle streets everywhere in Europe. God, your cost of living must be really, really bad. And your interest rate home loans. I'm just getting that. Whew. And it's not going to get better, guys. This is into 2024. So that we know they're really wanting to take people down and hurting people's hip pocket. It's not going to end. And like, how do you prepare for this? You know, as much as even we were prepared for this and saw it coming, it's still a challenge to navigate when everything, every single thing is just going through the roof. It's not easy, is it, guys? Because people plan for their future. You know, they plan holidays, they plan things, but now that's all been taken away. We know it has for most people. That's been taken away. And people are being forced back into the now. They have to live in the now from week to week, from pay to pay. A very simple life now for a lot of people moving forward. No great big plans much anymore going on, that's for sure. No great holidays and heaps of expenditure or lashing out on... splurging out rather on big flash cars and all these big 4-wheel drives and boats and caravans and campers and all this stuff. That's all sort of being pushed aside now. People just can't afford to do it because the cost of living is simplifying their life. It's forcing people to simplify their life, which in some aspects isn't a bad thing, is it, guys? I don't know. Maybe there are some positive things to come of these things. Who knows? It's certainly a weird situation, but people should have the choice. See, it's like people aren't having the choice anymore. They're having to give up a lot of things. But like I always say to you guys, but never the wealthy elites and all the global leaders and that don't give up very much, do they? All they seem to do is gain more wealth, gain more power, all of the above. You're right, Sprocket? It's okay. It's just a bird. Good boy. All right, how about we pull some cards, guys? I'll pull you guys some Healing Angel cards by Doreen Virtual. Nature. Oh, we're out in nature already. How many times do we get nature? Nature nurtures. That's what I'm getting. Nature nurtures. Well, nature's important to the healing process, but it also nurtures us. It makes us feel good. You know, even though it's hot out here today, it's still beautiful listening to the birds and the greenery and I'm watching the little butterflies flying around. Simple things. Nature nurtures. And blessings. We do have a lot of blessings. Count your blessings. Look for your blessings. Hey, Spock. Look for your blessings. Don't miss them. We're all blessed. We are. And we're blessed with very good guidance as well that we have to embrace as well. Blessings can be so many things too to different people. You know that saying, count your blessings? Count your blessings. Oh, God, the cards are jumping. And there's always positive and good things in our lives. We just got to sometimes look for them, that's all. Children. Oh. And again, I'm getting, you know, looking at life through a child's eyes. We get that a lot. Don't take life too seriously. That's what that card's saying to me. Look at it from a child's perspective. You know, a child will sit and watch a little ant walking along on the ground, won't they? And they'll get a buzz out of that. And that's what we've got to start doing. Looking at the small things. Loads of birds out today, isn't there, guys, after the rain? Let's pull a Healing Angel card. Surrender. There is no point in pushing the barrow up such a steep hill. Go back to the start. We've had this before. Surrender your expectations. There is an easier way. When the time is right, a new path will appear. So it's like when your wheelbarrow is loaded up, like, don't try and force something. Again, it's that forcing the wheelbarrow up a hill. Just wait for the path to open up and take the easier way out. When you force things, you get resistance in your body, and things never seem to work out when you're forcing something to happen. So you have to just surrender and let things be, because then you seem to get better flow in your life, and that's when the paths really open up. That's what the guides are saying. We have had that card before, guys. Let me just see if there's anything else around this. Oh, and that's what the guides are saying. For example, with a wheelbarrow, you're less likely to spill something if you're on good, stable ground, if it's a nice flat surface and you're wheeling wheelbarrow, rather than wheeling it up a hill over rocks and everything, and you're more likely to spill everything out of it. Whereas if you can keep your wheelbarrow nice and stable on that flat ground when the path opens up, you're not going to like lose control of your life and lose control of things. You're going to remain very stable by flowing. That's what the guides are saying. All right, how about we do our viewer cards now? First off, I'm going to do you, Pia Forsberg. Let's do an angel's answer. Dogs are loving this shade. Sprocket's still under the hedge. Oh, big happy changes. We got this yesterday for someone. Big happy changes are coming your way. Embrace them. Take hold of them. Run with them. Feel them. I'm getting for you, Pia, to feel them. Feel them. The guides are saying don't harbour any resentment across your chest. No anxiety. Let all this go. Look for a sign. So look at the lightning bolt there, and the is holding that torch up. Look for a sign, because the sign will lead you to the big happy changes. Look for a sign. You're being guided divinely now, Pia. Hang on. And it's saying don't dismiss signs. They're right in front of you now. You're almost tripping over them to me. They're right in front of your face. The guides are saying they're giving you messages right in front of your face, and they want you to see them. Stop tripping over them. I feel like you're tripping over them and you're missing them. You're it's almost like you're stepping over them even, because you're not wanting to see them. Recovery, yeah. So you're well supported, but you've got to take time out. You've got to take time out. It's saying to rediscover yourself, to hear yourself, to understand yourself, to know thyself. I feel like there's certain aspects of you, Pia, that you don't really understand about yourself. And look, we're all a little bit like that. We all have different aspects to our life. You know, you could break us up into like segments of a pie, where we've got this part of our personality. You've got this part of your personality. There might be something over here that's part of your personality. We're made up of pieces of like cake that come together to make a whole person. I feel like you've got to start discovering other aspects of yourself. I feel like your cake isn't whole. You've got your cake all separated. All the bits of you are separated. I'm just going to get one more piece. You've got to get yourself together as a whole cake. Forgiveness, yes, that's what the problem is. You're harboring resentment. I'm getting resentment across the shoulders and here on your chest. And if you think about it, when you're tight in the chest or you're holding that resentment about others, it's like a weighed down energy. It's almost is like a burden, but it pulls you forward, because it's like it's showing me like a heavy necklace around your neck, but a very heavy necklace, like with a big weight on it that's pulling you forward, and closing up your chest like that. That's not free flowing, because it's restricting your body movement. So I'm not sure if you've got a bad back. You feel a bit humpy on the back. Your chest might be tight. You're struggling a bit to breathe. I'm getting this real tightness. That's about forgiveness. That's because you're not forgiving things. You're not forgiving people. You're not forgiving yourself. You're not forgiving the past. You got to let those things go. They're just memories. They're not who you are now, Pia. You've changed. I've said that to a couple of people here. You're forgetting that you've changed. And the thing is, what you got to remember, Pia, is too, what people say and do or have done to you in the past or say about you in the past, it doesn't mean it's true. I don't want you thinking it's true anymore, because it's not true. They're just words people say, wah, wah, wah. It doesn't mean it's true. People could say so many things, and we've all been in that situation where people say things to us and it can really hurt us or affect us, but it doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's true. In the moment, I'm in my body, grounded, conscious, and aware in this current moment. So I want you, the guides are saying they want you to be here and now. You're being lost. You're being lost in memories from the past. You keep going back to them. You've got to stop going back to them, Pia, because they're haunting you. They're haunting you. It's showing me like a little ghost following you around, like a little Casper the ghost, or like a scary ghost. Probably Casper's probably too friendly, but like a ghost following you around, and you can't kind of get rid of it. But you need to get rid of it now. You need to, it's almost like you could physically say, "Hi, Sprocket. Hello, darling." Oh, he's under the table. Good boy, sit down. We'll go in soon. You could physically say, it's time for you to leave my life now. Whatever's following me around, I don't need you anymore. I need you to go to the light. I need you to leave. Energetically, I think you actually physically need to do this out loud. Crystal energy. Meditate with this card to feel the loving support of crystal energy. You could buy yourself a crystal too. I often wear that necklace now with that protective crystal around my neck. That's a good way of doing it, protecting yourself from others and feeling like you are safe and protected. It's subliminal sometimes, these things that go into our minds. You could buy a crystal that protects your house. White sage is always brilliant to burn around your house, and it changes your energy field as well. Burn it around yourself. I don't know if you've ever done any white sage smudging, but it works very, very well to move spirit on. So it could be that you're dragging around... it's not only an old memory, because I'm talking about the memories here, but I feel like you're half dragging around someone's like remnants of spirit. I'm just getting that for you, but you don't like it. It's not an energy that you're that you're comfortable with. Yeah, chaos. I see the chaos. I empower myself by saying no. I ground myself and I am aware. Yeah, because this spirit or this ghost-like energy that follows you, it causes chaos in your life because it confuses your thoughts. And it's almost like, to me, it's almost like an ego voice as well, but I think it's actually real spirit. But I'm getting this ego voice where it says, no, you're dumb, you can't do that. Instead of empowering you, it disempowers you. So I want you to probably look at the crystals, look at the white sage, but also look at ways to empower yourself, because these are voices in your head as well. I feel like maybe you get voices in your head. I'm getting a lot of doubt for you. I'm going to pull you one. The guides are telling me to pull you one more of these angel answer cards. You've got a lot of doubt about yourself, Pia. Stop it. You have to stop. You have to stop. No need to worry. Yeah. Don't have doubt. Have confidence in your decisions moving forward. Just have confidence. But I would definitely be working on removing this stagnant spiritual energy that's following you around. You have to get rid of it. There's no need to worry. Stop doubting. Stop doubting. And also, I think you've got to quieten your mind and stop that voice in your head. There's a voice in your head. Maybe what you've got to do too, Pia, is embrace the good spirits, like embrace the good messages more. I feel like this negative, ghost-like spiritual energy that's around you overwhelms you and it takes you back to the past. You have to find a way to remove it. You have to start focusing on the good voices and the good messages and the good signs. Look for good signs now. I want you to start creating positive things into your life. You can do this. You've got this. Unfortunately, you keep getting dragged back. It's the old anchored to the past. Let it go. Do anything you can to let it go. Start creating. You're a person who will get a lot of benefit out of manifesting and creating things into your life. Could be anything. Create anything. Create a pyramid. Create, oh gosh, they're saying a beautiful bell that can change frequency and vibration. I've got a bell at home, for example, hanging in a tree that's got a cat. It's like a little mobile one you're hanging in the garden. That's got a bell and a cat underneath. And occasionally when it's windy, I just hear a little ping. And it's such a cute vibrational sound. This kind of thing. I want you to start manifesting things you love, things you can create, and focusing on the voices that are guiding you there instead of the voices that are holding you to the past. And that's the message I'm going to leave you with, Pia. Very important, because you've got too much chaos. You've got to get clearer. this spiritual ghostly presence, or similar to an ego voice. It's not your ego, but there is something going on over here. You have to start ignoring it. And what happens is the more you start to ignore it, it fades into the distance and disappears. And then all this will become bigger. All the positive stuff will become bigger and better in your life, because it'll distract you from that. Because at the moment, this is all chaos. You've got this going on, that going on, too much going on. Simplify your life and focus on the great stuff. And go start manifesting. That's what I want you to do. You can manifest anything, Pia. You have a real gift for manifestation. So look for your signs, but you've got to create them. All right. Next person I'm going to be reading is Upside Down Garden. Let's see what we get for you. Upside Down Garden. I'm still getting an image of Upside Down Garden. You'll have to let us know what it means. What does Upside Down Garden mean? I'm thinking of that show, Stranger Things. What do they call it? Upside Down World, or the Upside Down, where the world's reversed under itself. If you've watched Stranger Things, you know what I'm talking about. Ask for help from others. I feel like you do get a lot of input from others, but I feel like you're quite receptive to it. I feel like you do like listening to other people. You're not scared to embrace other people's suggestions. You don't have any fear of people having input into your life or helping guide you with things. I feel like you're very open to those sort of things. You like to learn. You like to grow. You like to evolve. You don't like to be boring. You like people. Oh, reconsider. You might be making a decision at the moment, and you've stabilized yourself. You've actually grounded your energy a bit at the moment. I don't see this, though, as hesitant to move forward. I feel like you're just contemplating the right decision and way to move forward. And again, look at that card, the third eye. You're really using your intuition to know which path to take. I just feel like you're at a little crossroads, but you're very sensible. You're very sensible. You will choose the right path because it's saying you weigh up the pros and cons, but you also listen to your intuition and your guidance, because it's very, very strong. You won't take a wrong path. You never have. Yeah, because you're too balanced. You're too good with your light and your dark. See, if you think of it, some people, they have trouble making decisions. Librans are known for this. They have trouble making decisions, but when they finally make a decision, it ends up being the right decision. But I feel like you're so balanced. I mean, I don't know if you are a Libran, you're probably not. But I feel like you're so balanced that you will make the right decisions, because you weigh up the pros and cons. And you wait till everything's, it's sort of like saying finalised, that you go, yes, now I know what path to take. You do make very good decisions because you have very good intuition. And all you're doing is you're just staying, you're just contemplating. You're contemplating at the moment. Nothing wrong with contemplating. That's very healthy. It's good to do that. I've got a Touring Virtue card in here. Got two. You know me. Me and my cards. Yeah, and the guides are just saying, let go. Just let go. Send it out to the universe. Let things flow to you. Let things come to you. And they're saying embrace change. Don't be scared of change. We talk about change a lot here. You're moving forward now on a nice path. You've got a nice trajectory. Things are going to go smoothly. Don't worry about it. Just let go. You know that saying, let go and let God? That's some sort of saying. Whatever. You might not be into God, but whatever. You know that saying. Just let go and let God. Let the universe, in other words, take care of it. You don't have to worry. I'm going to pull you a soul expression card, Upside Down Gardener. Whoa. Oh, that one fell. That one's gone. Not meant to have that one. Oh, you're meant to have this one, though. Healing heart energy. It is safe to allow my heart to open. I love and receive love with an open heart. Yeah. You're a kind, caring soul. And see, the heart's a frequency vibration. I'm getting that, is it Greg Brademan who does the healing energy videos, you would get a lot from him. He talks about the heart being the biggest organ in the body that vibrates and emits a great signal. And at the moment, we're all transitioning into the heart, healing heart energy. If you think about it, we're all moving from our head and our thoughts into our heart frequency vibration. That's what the awakening is. So I feel like you're really mastering that. So even watching like a Greg Brademan would really help you, Upside Down Gardener, understand that frequency of the heart energy vibration. I think you're very interested and very curious about these things too, Source. You are divine. You're made of love. You are straight from Source. Yeah. You're really getting back to who you are. You're strong. You're achieving. I'm kind of getting that you're working things out. At first I thought it was working out like getting fit, but I think what they're saying is you're working things out. You're working out how the universe works. You really get this frequency stuff. That's what I'm getting for you. You're really on it. You know that vibration has a big impact on people. Yeah, manifestation. Here we go. Same as peer. What do you want to manifest in your life? Positive belief, positive thought, positive action, positive result. You're getting there, and I think it takes practice too. I think, I talk about that, my book all the time, that thick-faced black heart. It's impossible to be positive all the time. Sometimes the negative comes into our life, so we experience how to become more positive or how to turn things around. They're life lessons. So I think that's what I'm getting for you is just keep going with it. Just keep trying to manifest. Keep trying to bring good, positive things into your life. Because you're getting better at it. That's what the guides are saying. You're getting better at it. You're learning, you're growing. Like I said, go check out that Greg Brademan. I think you'll get a lot to understand how this heart frequency vibration works. You're very curious about life. You have a knowing, but you also have an understanding of how it works. So you also would benefit from manifesting. I'm going to pull one more for you, actually. Hang on. Oh, sound, yeah. I allow the vibration of music to release me. I allow the vibration of sound to heal me. Yeah, music. We get music all the time here. But I think for you, Upside Down, this could be certain musical instruments. It could be frequency vibrations. They're showing me the harp, that... There might be certain sounds you prefer over others, certain sounds that you might find more soothing. Just play that music. If you like, for example, if you like Beethoven or if you like jazz or something like that, do what resonates with you. We're not all into the same music. We're all into different things. So do what ignites your soul, what ignites your heart, what brings you to life. Play that kind of music. Get involved in, obviously, sound and music. Definitely, that's what I'm saying. But go with what resonates with you. Go with what makes you feel good inside, what makes you feel happy. It's what ignites your soul and ignites and brings that heart energy alive. We get so much music on this channel. I'm not surprised that card comes up sometimes about sound, because we're all big on sound and vibrational frequency. We understand how it works on this channel. As people who are awake, we definitely relate to vibration of pretty much any sort. So I'm going to leave you with that, Upside Down Gardener. All right, I'll see if there's one more thing to finish off with today. I'm getting this song. I don't know who sings it. Who sings it? Hey, hey, my. Rock and roll will never die. It won't die, not on this channel. I can't remember who sings it. Hang on. And then I'm getting, of course I am, getting the Rolling Stones. You start me up. Once you start me up, I never stop, never stop, never, never, never stop. As the Rolling Stones, they're still going. Bloody hell. They're so funny, aren't they? Oh, they've been around the traps, those boys. All right, hang on, one more. I'm sure it's Guns N' Roses. I'm getting November Rain. I'm going to finish with November Rain. No one's ever calling, no one's ever calling. And the same. November rain. Oh, I'm going to leave you with that song today. It's a cool song. Quite like it, actually. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thanks for your kind thoughts with my doggos. There's Sprocket. Look, he's still under the hedge. Can you see him? How funny is he? And Sophie is right there. Hopefully you can see her. And I'll say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will talk to you soon. Like buttons, please comment and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye.